give grace to your friends. This idea of I will check on who check on me. I will point. Sometimes they see. It's true. Check on who check on you. Point to those who point to you. But sometimes there's seasons where your friends are not going to be able to point to you as much as you want. Because I'm always a big preacher of life is in phases. Life is in seasons. Your friends are going to go through seasons where you're going to be the one just doing the pouring. It's very possible. And there's going to be seasons where they are just going to be the ones just doing. You will go through heartbreak. If somebody's heartbroken and they're heartbroken for like 6 months, what do they want to pour? It's like, do you understand? In that moment, what they need is you. So you're the one giving everything at that time.
Hello everyone, welcome to Unscripted with Ugochi. Here's a safe space where we have real conversations, unfiltered discussions that range from friendship, lifestyle, spirituality, relationship, purpose, and all that good stuff. Unscripted, of course. Today on this episode, I have one of my favorite people in the world, one of my closest friends, very intelligent girly, my PR girly, amazing person, in the person of Kemisola Samuel.
Hi everyone.
Hello guys.
To be here.
Welcome, Kemisola.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. I have a lot to say about Kemisola, but would unfold that as we journey. If you have been following Unscripted when we started, you realize that she was at the Amazing Edition. She is the only one that was at the Amazing Edition, right? Because she's someone who pushes my dreams and pushes me to be better. And I'm just really grateful that you are here. Thank you. So how have you been? How's your week
Fantastic. My week has been hectic. But it's been good. Thank God. God has been faithful.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, good to know that. My week has been amazing as well. It has been amazing as well. I had to work Monday to Friday, back to back, 7 p.m. It was a lot, but it was great. So there's something I saw on, I don't even know if it was on Cut Podcast or Madam Joyce, but it's like a conversation starter. And it's always nice. It makes people know you better. I also know you better. It's like a game, but rapid fire. So we're going to do that. No time for you to think. First thing that comes to your mind, just say. All right.
Awesome.
So the first one is, would you rather? So would you rather this or that kind of thing? Right. First one is, would you rather find true love or win a lottery and be rich for life?
Lottery and be rich for life.
I actually know the answer to that question. I know that one. Okay. So number 2, would you rather find out people think your work is crappy or find out your friends don't really like you?
I want to find out if my friends don't really like me.
You want to find out that?
I want to know.
Are you serious?
So that I will know how to leave you now. If you don't really like me, why are you my friend?
Okay, that's Kemisola for you. I don't want to know.
I want to remove you. I want to delete you immediately. I want to know.
Wow. Okay, cool. Would you rather all your photos be exposed or all your texts be exposed?
Wow, I'll say photos. I don't really take any photos that are too nasty, that cannot be seen. But text, no, please.
That one is just kill me.
No,
just kill me. Same for me too. Same for me. I'd rather my text be exposed, please. The fourth one, would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef?
Chef, really? Because I don't like to cook.
Nice.
Chef, because I don't like to cook. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like to cook.
Yeah.
I don't like to cook. So I'd rather have a personal chef.
Yeah, me too.
Because I could do other things myself.
Me too. I can do other things. I can clean.
I even feel like people might not even do it the way I want.
Yeah, actually, but I mean, I don't like cooking. Yeah,
so a personal chef. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Would you rather be the dirtiest person in the world or the ugliest person?
None of the above.
So you have to pick one.
I'm beautifully and wonderfully created. And I'm a clean girl because cleanliness is next to godliness. So, I plead the fifth. I'm not answering.
You're killing me, Kemisola. Okay. I think I would rather be the ugliest person in the world.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I feel
But
like
I don't
beauty
think
is in the
I don't
eye
even
of
think
the.
anybody's ugly though. That's
My sister,
true.
there's some people that are ugly. What's that thing? Thingy, guy.
You just need a little bit of touching up.
Well.
Yeah, I feel like there's some people that we consider ugly just because they've not been well packaged. Okay. Right. Okay. So when you package well, your beauty will come out. Right. Except if you are, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, me, I feel like I would rather be the ugliest
than the dirtiest. Right. Yeah. Right.
Because I feel that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, yeah. Okay. Let's do one more. Okay. Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 years with a lot of regrets?
Die in 20 years with no regrets.
Awesome. Yeah. Because what's the essence of living 100
years and then having regrets? I mean.
All right. Okay, so do another one. Okay. Just before we get into another conversation. Fantastic. This one is rapid fire. Like you don't have to think. Just spot on. Okay. Are you ready?
Born ready.
All right. This or that. Rapid fire. Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Always. But why Spotify?
I just love Spotify. I don't know.
Have you tried Apple Music?
Yeah, I was using Apple Music before Salem King started talking about Spotify a lot, and then I tried, and then I liked it. Like, okay, goodbye Apple Music.
Okay, I've never used Apple Music, but I think that Spotify is user friendly and they just help you arrange your song. I've not tried Apple Music, so I don't know. Jollof rice or fried rice?
Jollof rice.
Awesome. TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram. I don't even have TikTok.
Island or mainland?
Mainland though, please. I like my mainland. I like
where I live. Why?
Yeah, because I like where I live on the mainland.
Okay, because you live in a very wonderful place. Yeah. She's a Magodo girl. Okay, texting or calling?
Calling.
Really?
Calling. Yeah, because I don't know how to have long conversations via text. If you notice, if I'm going to have like a proper conversation with you, I'm actually going to send you a voice note. I'm going to call you. Yeah. I get tired of texting. True. But if I don't like you, don't call me, please.
Another thing you discover about Kemisola is that she's blunt as a knife.
It's true now.
Very blunt. She's the real definition of unfiltered. Right? Okay, so I prefer actually texting if you are not close to me. If you're not close to me, don't call me, truly. Yeah. Don't call me, like text me first. Right? Okay, cat or dog?
None of the above, but I'll choose dog, Sha. But I don't like any of the above.
No, none of the above.
I don't.
None.
But that cat is a no.
None of the above.
That cat is definitely a no. If I'm to choose, I'll choose a dog. But in reality, it's a no to both of them, actually.
Me, none of them. Harmattan or rain?
Rain.
Are you clean?
Because I like, Harmattan is dry.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a dryness that comes with it that I don't like. Your skin will be ashy.
Is it because you work from home? Why do you like rain?
But when that's why working from home.
No, but I'm like, why do you like rain?
I like rain though. I like the coolness of it now. Rain, like there's no light. You still
everything. It makes me sad.
I know.
There's no light.
Rain. I don't like Harmattan. Harmattan is dry. I don't like the dryness that comes with it.
I prefer Harmattan. Actually, to rain. Okay, let's do one more. WhatsApp or Snapchat?
WhatsApp. I use Snap though, but I mean WhatsApp is good for everything. You can call, you can.
Okay. Well, you can call on Snap.
You can call on Snap too, Sha. But I mostly use WhatsApp. But I use it too. But WhatsApp, let's just say WhatsApp, Sha.
Okay. I think WhatsApp for me too. Yeah. I just really started getting a hang on Snapchat. Yeah. So WhatsApp for me. All right. I think with that you should know Kemisola a bit more. And if you've not already detected, she's very blunt. So let's go into friendship conversation. Okay. I think I'll start with how we met. How did we meet? And there are two questions. How did we meet? When did we become friends? Or how did we become friends?
Okay, so from my POV, we met at a training for radio presenters and TV presenters in 2018. and I was still in uni at the time. I was in final year. It was a 3 weeks training, I think, or 1 month. It was either 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
At the time we were not really close. I mean, I knew her, but then there was an exercise that we had to do where we all had to follow each other on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Shekon. So it's like, oh, everybody, you follow yourselves on Instagram. And so I followed everybody's Instagram. My Instagram was very dry at the time. So we followed each other on Instagram, and life moved on, right? So I think sometime in 2019, but prior to that, I had seen her, the forum, Transform Ladies Forum,
Okay.
and the things that you had been doing. I thought it was really exciting. I thought it was fun. And I wanted to, I think I wanted to attend in 2018, but for some reason I couldn't. And then I couldn't attend in 2019 because I was serving. And I wasn't serving in Lagos at the time, so I couldn't attend. So I was like, okay, let me just reach out to this girl and just say I want to join. My intention was to join the forum. I just wanted to join the forum because I thought that what they were doing there was very fantastic, and I was trying to build a better relationship with God. And I was like, okay, this is going to be, a good avenue to build, a better relationship with God. So I reached out, I think that was in 2019. I don't remember the month precisely. Was it 2020 or 2019?
2020.
Oh, okay. I would have gone through my Instagram now, but write it for it. So I reached out, and then I was like, hi, I want to join your forum. Of course, she remembered me because, like I said, we were already following each other because of the training. And then I was like, oh, I want to join your forum and all of that. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. And then she added me to the group. And then we started to get closer by virtue of me being in the forum. And then I think we got a lot more closer when you now asked me to join the Excos group. So I'm I'm a very discerning person, number one, and I don't say yes to everything, Jonathan. And despite of how bad I think the person might feel about it, I mean, I'm not saying no to make you feel bad, but if it is not what I think that I should be doing at the time, I'm going to find a very polite and respectful way to decline, right? But at that time, I thought that when she had said, okay, join the ESCOs, and I said I was going to think about it, I really did think about it, and I prayed about it, and I was like, okay, do I really? And I know myself, if I'm not supposed to do something, I won't even need to think so much. Immediately I say, bro, I'm not doing it. But after thinking about it, I thought, okay, this would be a good avenue for me also to just be a lot more confident. We're talking about God and all of. I had a relationship with God, but it wasn't a relationship that I was confident about. Do you understand? So it wasn't something that I would see somebody and start talking about God. It was just me, myself, and I. So I thought that was good. And then that was how we got closer. I was in the ESCOs group, I think in 2020, same year and all of that. And when we became friends, I cannot, maybe you can, but I don't know specifically when we became friends, 1 month or a year, but I knew that after I became an ESCO, our conversations started to blossom. So we started having more conversations, started talking more. I'm not a very open person, so I usually will not be like a talkative about myself with people, which I think was very difficult, for you at the beginning as well, because I can listen. I can listen from now to tomorrow. I can advise you. I can pray with you. I can fight people for you. But I would naturally not just start talking about myself with anybody, even friends and all of that. So I think that was sort of like a problem in the beginning. But with time, I think we just got better and better as it goes. So I cannot really say when we became friends. I don't know. Do you know?
Well, for me, it's different because personally, me before now, the me before, when anybody just talks to me and you like me and I like you, we are friends. We are really friends.
Yeah.
So for me, I think we became friends a long time. Like immediately you reached out, we started talking, conversation became like, and I could trust to talk to you about things, and I'm like, that's my friend, right? But because I think that for me, our friendship became deeper. That's for me. So I can't say when for you we became friends, but I know that for me it became deeper and more intimate after there was a time when, because I didn't understand how I will be sharing.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting that same energy from you because I'm someone that does not like to bother people. So when I come to meet somebody and I'm like, oh, this one XYZ is happening with me, blah blah blah, and then the person is online, what's happening with you now? Why am I just the one dumping on
Sharing,
you and
right.
all that? So I didn't understand. I was like, I'm not demanding too much. Hope I'm not just always having a problem. What's really going on, Kemisola? I did not. It was off for me. I didn't get it. So there was. I think there was a particular day. I tried. You were doing your masters then, and I think I didn't know what was going on with you. So I wanted to reach out to you because I think you were impressed in my heart that day. So I was trying to call you. You were not picking. I sent you messages. You were not responding.
Right.
I checked. Who can I call in Kemisola's family? Nobody. I could not reach anybody in her family. I didn't have anybody's number. Kemisola has my sister's number. She has my brother's number. If Kemisola wants to call me now, okay, there was a day I was not feeling fine. And she could not reach me. But she knew who to reach and she understood what was going on. But with her, I did not know anybody. I was so angry. You mean like all Shegon? And so Shegon is like, I didn't even want to go into our Shegon detail. Well, Shegon is like the one that holds us together. I can is that Papa is my mentor. I can report that's the person I know that I can report her to. And I reached out to Shegon because I knew that he's someone that would give an unbiased response.
Opinion, right?
Yeah, he's not someone that would say, oh, because Kemisola is my person,
Yeah.
I would defend Kemisola, or because Favor is my person, I would defend Favor. So when I went to him, I said, see what's going on. I'm trying to reach Kemisola. Can you reach her? Blah blah blah. He said, oh, he just tried to reach you, but you were not picking, but you responded and said you were in class and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, okay, she's fine. Then he said that he noticed that you've been going through stuff, work has been stressful, school has been stressful. Then I felt bad. I was like, why don't I have this information? I'm like, why don't I have this information? But I could not say why does Sharon have because he should have. But why don't I have that information? If I was the one going through something, I would have told her. And it was really annoying. But after I spoke to Shagon and then he made me say, I told him, I said, I really feel a certain way. I feel bad that I didn't know this was what she was going through. I'm not a nosy person, but I just always want to know what's going on in my friend's life. If you're not important to me, I can't be bothered. Let me know so I don't care, but I can't be bothered. But if you're close to me, I want to be able to say, oh, I know, because I pray for my friends, right? So I want to be able to say, oh, I know what's going on in Kemisola's life, and oh God, whatever is going on. But that when I just felt really bad, I didn't know. And I was like, wait, does it mean she can't trust me? And there were just a lot of emotions. And I spoke to Shagun and he was like, okay, no, that people have, he started explaining it all to me. And like people have different ways they respond. And he just said a lot of things. And I think that it was that moment, and I sent you a message and I said that I don't know what you're going through. Instead of quarreling about it or making a fuss, I now sent a message and just said, you know what, I think that we're not communicating well. I didn't like the fact that I didn't have anybody to reach. And I just learned how to communicate. Normal me, I would have probably been quiet, giving the silent treatment, or maybe just move away. But I knew that I valued the friendship. I wanted it. And I didn't want to just let it go because of that situation. And I remember speaking to you about it, and then you were like, that maybe I don't know how to respond. Maybe I don't know how to do friendship the way you know it, and that this is who I am, blah blah blah. And you just said a lot of things. It was as if we were breaking up. I said, hold up, hold up.
So I'm a very direct person. I'm too direct sometimes. I don't know how to. I can almost say I don't know how to spoon feed people. Do you understand? I feel like if this is how you feel, bro, just say it. You get?
Yeah.
So at that time, I think that I remember that conversation.
Okay.
And to be very honest, I was going through a lot. I was schooling and I was working in 9 to 5. I was on site. So I really was not in the mood. But I'm not one person to transfer aggression.
Yeah.
Actually. So a lot of times if I feel like I'm not in the mood, I just don't pick your call. I just don't speak about it at all, except you're gone, of course, because you sort of like understand, right? So I remember that conversation and I remember that it was a text. Again, that's why I don't like texting because text can be misconstrued.
Yeah.
I rather stay with my voice so that you can hear it. So I feel like maybe I saw that message. I was saying, because that's how I texted my like, what's the reason? So I was just texting so fast. In my mind, I'm like, this girl, leave me alone. I don't have that was great. This girl, leave me alone. I don't have your time today, you know. But at the end of the day, I think it was a very important conversation to have, and those kind of conversations are conversations that are hard to have, but are important to have. If you feel like somebody is not meeting you, especially with friendship, at the point where you're meeting them and it's like they're up here, you're down there, it's important that you guys meet somewhere in the middle and just have the conversation. And then when I asked the question, when I said something about you not knowing how to do friendship the way that I am used to, it's because I'm sort of like very low maintenance when it comes to friendship, right? There are a lot of things that people, I don't really have expectations of. My expectations are not way high up there because I just take people for people. Do you understand? You have to like get to a very high level in my life where I wasn't even having any expectations of you. Do you understand? And that will take months and years. So for me, it was just, oh, Favor is somewhere, she's fine, she's cool, she's my girl, and then life goes on. Unfortunately, it wasn't like that for you. It was not that deep for me. It was just like, okay, Favor is cool. She's a cool girl. Oh, I like Favor. If Favor tells me that I should do something for her, I'll do it because it's Favor, right? But for her, it was this. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep. She gets. So it was important for us to have that conversation so that we're able to meet somewhere in the middle. I'm able to explain that, okay, this is. I'm not even trying to make excuses, but I'm just low maintenance like that, right? And I think that with time and up to now, I have now learned to like sort of like meet her somewhere in the middle so that she's not suffering something and then I'm not, so we're just sort of like balanced anyway.
Right. Awesome. That's just what it is. And that's the thing about friendship. Like she said, you need to give your friend. I think that's even a place of giving your friends grace because I also had to learn that not all your friends will be open. So you don't have to project yourself on them. So if she says, if she's someone that, because she's someone who doesn't open up, like let it be. Pray for her, pray for your friend, whatever she's going through. I think I saw a quote that somebody said, pray for your friends that don't talk about what they are going through. Yeah, because you don't know what they are going through, but as far as you're your friends, you need to pray for them. And I had to understand that Kemisola is not a big sharer. It doesn't stop me from sharing, but at the same time, I don't have to force her to share when she's not. So that's why when she now decides to share, I'm very grateful. I'm like, okay. So I think there was a day I was like, how was your day? And she sent me like a 5 minutes long VM voice note.
I don't do that a lot.
And I'm like, thank you for sending me this voice note. Right. So I now appreciate when she shares, right? I now appreciate when she shares and all that. So let's talk about nurturing friendships. Because I know that you have friends that go way back, friends from your university, even childhood. I know you have friends. So let's talk about how you've been able to nurture friendship and how can people nurture friendships? How do you think that friendships should be nurtured? How have you been able to nurture your long-term friendships?
Okay, fantastic. Yes, friendships should be nurtured like every other thing in life, like your relationship with your partner. You should nurture that. So definitely your friendship should be nurtured and should be taken as seriously as you take any other aspect of your life. As seriously as you take your finances, as seriously as you take your spiritual life and every other thing. So friendship should be nurtured. Now, how can you nurture your friendships? Again, I'm not a friendship coach. I like to give disclaimers so at this kind of videos because people will be funny in the comments. I'm not a friendship coach. I'm talking only based off of what I have experienced in my very like small. I'm very very young, small years on earth, and as I begin to grow, which means that I can come back to this video in like 5 years and I've even learned more things, and by the time I'm even saying it's even more advanced than what I'm saying right now. So based off of the amount of knowledge that I have gathered at this time, is what I'm saying is what I'm using to say whatever I'll be saying right now, right? I think one of the most important things and very vital off the top of my head is communication. You need to talk. Do you understand? Nobody's a mind reader. Your friend cannot, you say your husband cannot know what's wrong with you. your friend cannot know what's wrong with you. You have to say it. If you're uncomfortable with a situation, if there's something you need to learn how to have the hard conversations. Conversations are going to be hard. You're not going to feel comfortable to say it, but you have to, because it is when you say it that they know, and then you're able to fix it. Do you understand? Because if somebody does not know that if they are oblivious, some people are very oblivious. So just like, I didn't know that. I know some people act funny, but there's some situation where people legit do not know that they've done anything wrong. Right? They're just there living their life, and then you're upset. So communication is very, very important. Talk about it. I think another thing is you need to understand that your friends will not always do the things that you like. Do you understand? And that's something that I've learned the hard way to understand. My friends will not always date people that I like. They will date people that I'm uncomfortable with, right? They will make friends with other friends that I don't necessarily like. So I've had friends who have made friends with another person. I'm telling them that, yeah, this girl is, she's giving not okay, and at the end of the day, they actually have a fight, and then it isn't, it's not in my place now say, I told you so. Yeah. It's in my place just say, well, I might say the I told you so later. But in that moment, just say, well, now you've learned from this and you move on. So your friends will not always do things that you like. They will make decisions that will piss you off. Trust me, your friends will make decisions that will annoy you, and you're like, are you not thinking? Do you understand? Because in that moment, you're just like, no, don't do this. But it's okay. Just let them. Sometimes they just need to learn from those decisions. You're not always going to be comfortable with what they do. Another thing is, of course, give grace to your friends. This idea of I will check on me. I will point. Sometimes they see. It's true. check on you. Point to those who point to you. But sometimes there's seasons where your friends are not going to be able to point to you as much as you want. Because I'm always a big preacher of life is in phases. Life is in seasons. Your friends are going to go through seasons where you're going to be the one just doing the pouring. It's very possible. And there's going to be seasons where they're just going to be the ones just doing it. You will go through heartbreak. If somebody's heartbroken, they're heartbroken for like 6 months, what do they want to pour? It's like, do you understand? In that moment, what they need is you. So you're the one giving everything at that time. Do you understand? There will be seasons where they're the ones giving everything to you as well, because it's just life, right? So if you have an ideology of, the past 6 months I've been the one, I'm gonna cut you over, bruh. It cannot always be like, and that's why discernment is very key, right? I'll still talk about that, but you cannot always be point to point to point. Extend grace to your friends. Know the seasons of their life. Know that at this time I understand that you're busy, you're going through this, you're going through that, and just extend some sort of grace when they're not calling you as much as they used to. Except if that person is just very nonchalant. All my own friends are chalant. Except if they're just very nonchalant, and that's a conversation. You must tell them, you are very nonchalant about it. See, if you like your friend calling you 4 times a day, tell them. They might not be able to do it, but I'll be able to say a favor. See, I'm the kind of person that you who used to tell man, you will tell a man that I love you calling me for you. Can't tell your friend. Just tell them I prefer when you come in like 4 times a day, like check on me, and they'll let you know that I can't really call you 4 times a day, but at least I can call you twice. I can call you once a week. That's where you meet in the middle, because those are the kind of conversation you could be having with a man. Don't you want to have with your friends? You'll not be angry that your friend is not. Do you understand? You'll be angry that your friend is not calling you, but you'll be calling that man and telling him you didn't call me at work today. Do you get that kind of thing? So have those kind of conversations. Of course, be very discerning when you're picking friends. Discernment is very, very important. Don't just pick friends. Everybody cannot be your friend. Somebody is kind to you, automatically you think they're your friend. Friendship is very important. Put your friends in segments. There's acquaintances, there are colleagues, there are childhood friends, there are people that are your core. So put your friends in segments. That way your expectations can be adequately met. Because if you're expecting of an acquaintance what you should be expecting of a close friend, it's a problem. True. Because they're just seeing themselves as an acquaintance. So once in a while they'll check on you and be like, favor, how are you? How is work? And then in your mind you're angry that because they don't see you as a friend. So segment your friend. Know those who are like your close friend. Know those who are your core friend. Know those who are this, who are that, and be very discerning. Don't just pick friend. Not everybody that comes to you that you see at a party. Should I go on?
Yeah.
Not everybody you see at a party should become your friend. Do you understand? So you just don't make friends with people automatically off the top of your head. Oh, Bolaji, she's my friend. Funke, everybody is your friend, So be very, very discerning. Pray about your friendship. Pray before you get into a friendship. It seems very minute, like freak. Why am I praying for? Don't you used to pray for a job? Don't you used to pray for a man? Pray for your friendship as well. Somebody is getting so close to you and you're beginning to feel like, should I be friends with this person? If you feel like, no, I don't want you to be that close to me, put them where you're supposed to put them and let them stay there. And it's okay. Jonathan, it doesn't even mean that they are a bad person. Yeah. It just means that they're not supposed to be your friend. And that's okay. So be very discerning. What else can I say off the top of my head? It would be that because I said you should pray for your friends, and very important, pray for your friends. Pray before you have the friends, and even when you have the friends, in nurturing the friendship, you have to pray about the friendship. Yeah. Pray for your friends. Pray that God meets them at the point of their needs, especially the ones that do not really like to talk a lot. They're different human beings. Some people, they will talk. Yeah. Everything that's happening in their life when they were born, the boy that they will tell you. But there are some friends, they will not say anything. And let me be very honest, it's not like they don't want to talk. Some people just have past experiences that made them feel like, why should I talk to you? Again, one of the fears that I used to have with vulnerability is that I used to feel like there's some people who will genuinely just come to your life just to know. They just want to be your friends just so that they can know, just so that they can brag and say, oh, I know what's going on in Kemi's life now. She just bought a Bugatti. And everybody does not know. It's only me that I know. They want to feel. So that's how you need to be discerning. Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah. So those your friends that don't talk, it's not like they don't want to talk. You can pray them into talking. True. You can like literally pray them into talking. And one day they just pick up their phone and they're telling you everything. I want you. Why are you telling me everything? You can literally pray them into talking, but give them time, give them space. If your friend wants space, give them space. That's another thing. If your friends want space, give them space. There are going to be times in their life, seasons in their life where they just tell you, you know what, Favor, I don't want to talk about it right now. Yeah. Just give me space. It's okay. As you're giving them that space, just go to your prayer house and like, God, I don't give this girl space, but God, I beg. She can follow me. So, just give them space. The same things, some of the things that you would apply in your relationship with the opposite sex, there are also some things that you should apply into your friendship. It is as important. It's part of your destiny. The kind of honesty. It's kind of friends you are. Because your friends can make or mar you. Your friends can literally ruin your entire life. Do you understand? The same way a partner can ruin your entire life. So it's important that you're very, 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 you take it consciously and importantly. I think that is it.
Thank you. You mentioned something I was already going to ask you, because I know you say a lot about discernment in terms of picking friendships, picking your friends rather. Because I remember that, I used to, and I'm talking like maybe last year, even this year, I'm still learning, right? I used to be someone that immediately you just come to me, or I come to you and I like you. Yeah. I'm just like, you are my inner circle already. You're already there. You know everything's going on in my life, because I say I don't have to hide. I'm an open book, right? But the place of discernment is knowing that there are people that come into your life and they don't necessarily need to be in your inner circle. And that's why we end up having issues with people, because you put them where they are not supposed to be. So now the whole relationship is destroyed, that you can't even mend it as being acquaintance. You don't even want to cross paths anymore. And I just had that phase with someone, or thank God for the Holy Spirit and just doing the work that now we can still just be and be like hello, hi, and all that good stuff. But
and then sorry to cut you. You know how sometimes, and I'm relating to the opposite sex a lot, because I know how women take their relationship with the opposite sex, and some of you, I know that you can easily ask a guy and say, what are we doing? You can do that with your friends as well. You can literally sit them down and be like, what's up? What like how do you take this? Because this is how I take it. Do you understand? I feel like you're the love of my life. And then the friend can say to you, oh, I don't really, I like, Jonathan, like, for me, you're just there. Like, Jonathan, like, seriously, ask, cause, do you know that it's really bad if you're friendshiping somebody that's not friendshipping you. Honestly, it's not good. It's a serious heartbreak. You know, it's a serious heartbreak. So you can have conversation. Of course, I'm not saying you can't be there and say, Favour, what are we? No, but there's wisdom in you being able to say, okay, I feel like our friendship is not this or is not that. What do you think we can do to make it better? You know? So the same way you would have those kind of questions and answers with your partners, you can have with your friends. Like, what can I do to make this friendship better? Especially if it's a friendship that you genuinely cherish.
True.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Very important as well. Like, you need to have that conversation with your friend. You need to, because people like, it's not that deep, but actually, what are we? But I'm serious, because I remember because I'm someone that likes friendship. I think I've always liked the idea of friendship, and it comes from, is it friendship now or having a clique? And I realized over time that it was born from trauma. And I had discussed that with Shegon. Because anywhere I go, I'm always looking for, two people are friends, let me be the third wheel. Because I was not comfortable standing alone. Yeah. So even when I got to the office, when I came to Lagos, I saw two people together. I wanted to be in their third wheel. Till one day, I had a rift with one of them. It was bad. If you see this video, it was horrible. In the whole office, it was terrible. And the other person too was just,
she took the other girl's side.
Yeah. And I was just like, wow, is this how life is? And it was something I didn't understand. I cried because I would cry, right? So I cried. It was terrible. And after that, I didn't want to be among them. But because I had become used to it, I was still trying to just, soft pedal. Let me just be here. This way I can be accepted, right? And then one day, she was to do something. I think she was getting married. And I did not know. I did not know she was getting married. She had done a whole introduction. Everything was done. And this other person knew she was doing, like, that was in the plan. I heard from this other person by mistake, because the person came to me when I was somewhere else. I was like, I should take her to I should escort her to her tailor. So when I got to the tailor, it was the tailor that announced it, because the tailor knows the two of them. Wow. So the tailor had Jabo and said, oh, you know this, which one are you using for this one's wedding?
Wow.
And that's how I knew she was getting married.
Wow.
And in that moment, I realized that it's bad.
It's
Don't
really
friend
bad.
who is not friendly. Don't put people in a place that they don't want to
be in. Yeah,
so
that's another thing. Don't put people in a place that some people just genuinely, and that's why when people say, Kemisola is too this. I just want to be nice to you. I don't want to be your friend. You get, like, don't assume that somebody that is being kind to you wants to be your friend. Honestly, it's not every time. Some people they're just genuinely kind people.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Some people will think that maybe they want to get married now, and you buy their share B, and you are one of the people that are following them to market, doing everything. And then me, I will not follow you to market shop, but I'm just saying. And then they automatically in their head somewhere think that this one wants to be my friend. No, some people are just genuinely kind though. Some people they will show up for anybody, show up able.
True.
That's how they are. It doesn't mean that they want to be your friend. So when they now go back to their shell, and maybe after the wedding, they're not really texting you as much. You are now thinking,
but I showed up in this magnitude.
What's happening? No, it's not always like that. It's not always like that. That's why you have to have the conversations. Conversations are hard, but they're important.
But they're very important, especially if you're someone that wants to guard your heart.
Yeah,
very important.
And if you're an overthinker as well.
Exactly. Yeah. You need to be sure, and you need to be discerning. Like, that's one thing I think that I've learned so much from Kemisola, to be discerning. There are people you must compartmentalize. It is hard, but you must. And I'm not saying go and tell them, you're my acquaintance. No. You are my this. No, it's in your heart. Do the work in your heart and act accordingly. So that you are trying to save your own heart. You know how the Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence. You are guarding your own heart so that you don't have unnecessary issues with people and fault, you now start saying human beings are wicked. Right.
Right.
So I want us to play a game.
Okay.
It's a very amazing game. Just can you help me with the card? Yeah, it's friendship table talk for friendship. I feel that it helps with intimacy and I like it. And because Kemisola is not knowing that shares a lot, I feel like it would help me know her just a little bit. Or maybe help you too if you're a friend watching. Yeah. Okay, so it's table talk. No? It doesn't. Please, are you going to be able to edit this? Yes. Because you're distracting me, I'm almost done. This is the last segment. Table talk for friends. We'll just play it so because they're already identifying us. No. It's a someone said phone member, that's all. Alright. So I'll pick one. So kind of not in I think you have Alright. So I'll pick one, then you read out the question I've asked me.
Okay.
Then you shuffle, pick one and I'll read it.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay. Mm.
So I get to answer what I pick.
No, you read this one. That's what
Okay.
asking me.
Okay. What lesson took you the longest to learn?
Amazing. What you just talked about, discernment in friendship, compartmentalizing. Oh, right?
Yeah, but it's fine. You can say it like others.
All right, so like compartmentalizing, friends, whatever. If I think English, you know it. But in your heart, knowing where people should stay, it took me the longest to learn. And it's a great lesson.
Right. Do I need to shuffle? You can just speak.
If you want to shuffle,
Just speak. Just speak. It's fine.
No, you pick and give me.
Oh, I should pick and give you.
Yeah, I read an action. Okay, what about adulting do you dislike the most?
Paying bills. Paying bills of any sort. Uber or any kind of bill. I don't like spending my money on things that are bill like, except it's food or clothes or shoe. But yeah, paying bills literally is just, and working, like, do we have to work Monday to Friday? Can't we just work like once a week and just get paid?
Or do we even have to work at all?
Monday to Friday work is exhausting. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. That's what I don't like about it.
For me to pay bills, I don't.
It's not fun. It's not cute.
You know, the other day my AirPod got missing. One ear, and I just bought it.
Imagine.
I wept. Why did I cry? Because I hated the fact that I had to buy it again. In my money.
Yeah.
It was sad. Very sad.
Yeah.
So while we wrap up, I want you to tell me, is there any quotes you know that relates to friendship? One of your favorite quotes about friendship or on friendship?
It does not relate to friendship, but I like this quote that says, "To thy own self be true." Okay. And that's because it's important that the human being, you're first of all true to yourself. Acknowledge your own truth. Sometimes people don't know, but you know. So don't lie to yourself. You can lie to the world, but my dear, don't lie to yourself, right? Because there are a lot of hidden things that the world does not know, your friends do not know. There are a lot of bad behaviors that you have as well. Be true to yourself to know that this is what I'm not doing right and make it better. Because being true to yourself will make every other thing around you better. Do you understand? So if you're true to say that I'm an unkind person. I'm not an unkind person, just saying, But if you're an unkind person, you're true to yourself, say, I'm actually an unkind person. I need to learn to be kinder. That's, actually knowing, self-acknowledgement, just acknowledging the fact that, okay, I'm an unkind person. I really need to learn to be kinder. So when somebody else is telling you that, you're actually unkind. You're not saying that, no,
you don't know me.
So, yeah, so to thy own self, be true.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's the quote I do.
Very good. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you.
I hope that this podcast has inspired you. I hope you've learned a thing or two, or at least it has even made you feel less alone, which is something that we hope to achieve with Unscripted with Ugochi.
Yep.
If you've had issues with friendship, you just want to talk about friendship, let's know in the comment section. Let me hear from you. Let's read from you. If you want us to talk more, you want Kemisola to come back, let us know in the comment section. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll come again.
Bye, everyone.